Hey guys, my name is Chelsea and welcome to another Starcraft 2 cast. This time we have a PVT on Xel'Naga Caverns. In the bottom left corner we have Tivo as spawning as the red Terran, red Protoss, sorry. And in the top right corner we have BigFan spawning as the blue Terran. This is another game that I got off the internet. I did get it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna remember the league. But I didn't get around to recording it, so I've forgotten. I think this is platinum, possibly gold, I am not sure. So anyway, here we have Tivo, the red Protoss, putting his pylon back towards a bit more inside his base, so he's not looking to wall off much, I don't think. And we have BigFan, the blue Terran, putting his supply depot between his geyser and his base. Oh yeah, I guess he could just drop it. But anyway, so he's not looking to build anything here yet. Well, I guess he could. Pardon me. I don't know anything about these players at all. I grabbed it off the internet, so it's not a professional tournament match or anything. I thought it'd be good to get a variety of people. Alright, we have a gateway now going down for the Protoss player, while we have a barracks and a refinery going up for Terran, as well as a similar going up for Tivo. So basically, both players have basically got the same things now. We've got one supply building, one gas building, and one Tier 1 unit building, sorry. Just getting lost for words here. Second pylon going down now, as well as a orbital command center now being made for the Terran. Looking to get those early mules, probably, to just get that early boost of economy. BigFan now going down to scout his opponent, which is easy considering there's only one possible location on Xel'Naga Caverns. The thing about this maps is there is a fair amount of expansions, but the two gold ones are in the direct route between bases. We've got the Zealot now chasing the SCV and the Cybernex core finishing, as we have a second barracks going up and not much else happening. Cybernex core is researching warp gate technology, as this SCV is now on a selected route, just running away from the Zealot. Oops, what am I doing over here? Tivo looking to possibly block an expansion from BigFan, as we see two tech labs, one tech lab finished and the second one being built on the other barracks. We've got a Stalker now and two more barracks gateways there coming up, as well as warp gate technology being chrono boosted out as quickly as possible, as we see a bunker now going up in the Terran's at the Terran's ramp, as well as concussive shells being researched for the Marauders, which slows down enemy units, and the second refinery now going up. Pretty even supply, just the Protoss player is 3 ahead, but that's because BigFan is supply blocked. Robotics facility now being made there, as well as a sentry. So we've got one unit of each here, as warp gate technology is finished, and he will be able to turn these into warp gates. Second bunker being made, but he's put this in a place where he can't get out unless he unloads his bunkers in this site. So I'm not sure what's going on there. He'll probably just lift this building up when he needs to, as we see a third barracks with a tech lab being made, as well as stims. Where's stims? Stim packs being made, as we see the first expansion of the game coming up for Protoss in his natural. Now we see a scout going off to the Terran base, and if we look at the units tab, pretty even workers. 22 probes to 22, or even now 22 probes to 22 SCVs. but an extra mule for Terran. And a factory, the first factory now being built. So he's gone for 3 racks before even 1 factory. That's interesting. And they're all tech labs. So he's going for a mech. A lot of Marauders here. Marauders are very strong against gateway units of Terran. Not Terran, sorry, Stalkers. Protoss. They're very good against Stalkers. As we see, an Immortal now coming out, which are very strong against armored units, being these Marauders. Now we see, how many Marauders is that? Quite a few Marauders, and a couple of Marines now moving out towards the Protoss base, doing a Marauder rush against Terran in short, like distance maps, is a very useful strategy if played out well. So we'll see how Tivo reacts to this. He's just gathering his forces outside. But Tivo does have a lot of units that could, if microed properly, actually easily take out this force. Still the same amount of buildings, and we have another Immortal popping out as the third Immortal. Still just 3 gates and no Stargates or anything. And no sight of Colossus. Now, Tivo is moving his force to the bottom of his ramp as we see Marauders now and Marines engaging at the expansion, and we have a battle going on here. 2 evenly matched forces. We've got force fields going up, but they are not the best trapping the Marauders actually, so they can't stim away. As we see the Zealots trying to take these out as quickly as possible. The Immortals doing a lot of damage to, no, they can't catch up. The Marauders is trying to stim away, but that also takes their health down. So Tivo did fight off that attack very well. He barely lost any units. What's the units lost? Tab L. He only lost 6 to 14. Only 4 Marauders left here, as we see the whole force of Protoss coming to try and finish off these last Marauders, taking out all these workers. 56 supply to Tivo and only 42 now to the Terran player. As we see a 4th Immortal coming out, a lot of Stalkers. BigFan, the Terran is in a bad position as of now. He's got his command center just about finished and a starport, but is it too little too late? Because we've got all these forces, only losing about 6 of them in that battle before, and only a few Marines left in the Terran's base. Terran's scanning just to see how big a force Tivo does have. So as we see combat shields now being produced in one of these tech labs of many, that one. And BigFan getting ahead on the supply limit, but not getting the units out to match that. So we see some probes trying to be chrono boosted out. We've got orbital command center finished, but he's just using it to short distance for the gas. He's not moving it over here. That's interesting, as we have an observer now being created instead of Immortals from that robotics facility. Both sides just trying to gather, mass up their forces. Well, not really mass, but trying to do what they can. This has just turned into a Marine rush now. Not Marine rush, but just a mass Marine. As we see a Banshee. Does he have cloak? No. Just possibly scouting for these expansions and possibly trying to get some kills over here. 2 Hellions now coming around this side, trying to pick off some probes. Do they have blue flame? No, they do not have blue flame, as we see the observer coming over, as BigFan is putting some bunkers out in front of where he's going to move his expansion to. As we see Tivo now moving out with 2 medevacs in the queue. With 2 there. There's only about 20 or so Marines there against this entire Protoss force. Good marker with the sentries could easily take out all these Marines, but we shall have to see. Protoss now taking out these bunkers with no one in them, as we see even more probes being moved up actually. As we see the engagement and stims being activated, and the force field nicely breaking up all those Marines and cleaning up the left side of Marines, but all these ones have the high ground, and the disadvantage of being on the ramp and firing is not a good idea. With all these sentries not being able to do anything. Zealots being able to get through that base and clean up a few of these Marines, but I think these Marines, with the help of the Medivacs, will survive. This has been a big turnaround. Tivo has left. Wow. No GG, but that was an interesting game. I was not expecting Tivo to lose that. Was he all BigFan had here? Sorry, BigFan lost basically his entire force down here, with Tivo only losing 6 units. As we did see, the Hellions were attacking these probes here, and oh, that's why. And the Banshee was killing all these probes. But Tivo did have a big force of sentry stalkers, zealots, and immortals over here, only facing Marines. But there was a lot of medevacs to heal these Marines, and Stimpaks being used, and the high ground edge took them out. As soon as he lost all his units of but 3 stalkers, notice he lost all his probes. That was basically it, so he left. So thanks for watching, guys. What did you think of the game? What did you think of my commentary? Leave a like, leave a comment. If not a like, just a comment for some feedback, or even subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I shall see you next time. Take care. Bye.